if I have the strength to do it.
Hello there, fellow collectors. Welcome into the stream, welcome into the show, welcome into episode 69 of Sunday Showcase. I'm your host, Steve. I'm going to be reviewing all this week's 1/6 scale news. I hope this helps you get rid of those Sunday scaries, and I hope you all enjoy your stay. We got 21 of y'all in here. Please make sure you hit that like button on your way in, or if you're just getting here, would really appreciate that. We got some fun stuff to talk about tonight. We got a tease, we got a announcement, we got an amazing release, and then we got something from InArt to talk about tonight. So I am super excited to talk about some of this stuff, man. Some really cool stuff. Before I address the chat, housekeeping for you as always, guys. If you like what I do, please consider becoming a channel member and joining the fandom, where you get access to a bunch of cool perks, including custom emojis, exclusive shout outs, members only videos, and of course giveaways. And don't forget that people at the superfan tier, the fanatics tier, get free underground store credit quarterly just for being a member. And also, we got a new tier, people, and we already got 4 people signed up, the Die Hard tier. And these people get a couple really cool perks. If you are at the Die Hard tier, you get $15 in underground store credit quarterly. And then you also get a 15% off private code to Fulcrum Customs on eBay to use on either LED Saber blades, the USB LED Saber blades, or the light kits. So huge shout out to both Underground Figures and Fulcrum Customs for hooking me up with that for a new tier to the fandom. And we've been doing some really fun stuff. I posted an update on my Facebook group for people who are members or thinking about becoming a member. But yeah, just have been doing some really cool stuff in the last year. Have given away 12 figures, have given away a bunch of store credits to Underground Figures, store credits to MODUSPACE, gave away a couple MODUSPACE cases, actually a DF-120 and a MODUSPACE mono, and then some light kits and a USB Saber. So bunch of giveaways for channel members. I appreciate you guys. And yeah, really do appreciate it. And thank you for the people who upgraded to become diehards. Let's go. Speaking of Underground Figures, guys, go check them out, undergroundfigures.net. If you make an account on their website, you get no NRD pre-orders, which is awesome. You get double box shipping free of charge. You guys already know what it is. Best customer service around, and great figures. Go check out Underground Figures. And if you like the cases behind me, guys, go check out MODUSPACE. Of course, you can use code FANDOM in all caps for $20 off of your order. Go check them out if you haven't. And then going back real quick, just to Fulcrum Customs, I wanted to give them a huge shout out because he put up a couple updated things. So he let me check out his prototypes, and that was kind of the ones that I showed you guys on stream. The prototype LED Sabers. And he posted these updated pictures where couple things that were tweaked is like the tube size is so that all of the figures have the same size tube. It's actually a larger tube so that the light illuminates better through it. And also you can plug into the Hot Toys box like I had mentioned, but if you do that, it gives you limited brightness because that box has a built-in resistor that just limits the brightness. That's why their Sabers can only go so bright. And then he's going to be including a cable if you want extra brightness to make it look like this. And this looks really good. I think this looks sick. This is really, really good. So, and also I'm going to be getting, a few of these and I'm going to be putting out a review, hopefully by the end of this week. I'm going to try my best. We'll see. I'm going to have probably a pretty busy week, but I'm going to try once I get those in hand to put out a more in-depth review in case you're on the fence of buying one and whatnot. But, yeah, these are awesome. Best value Saber, I think, if you're trying to get into 1/6 Sabers. Don't have to mess with your hilt. You literally just plug it in. So huge shout out to them. FULCRUM Customs, go check them out. 100% positive feedback on eBay with 661 positive feedback. It's got tons of sales. Just a really awesome seller. So go check them out. Without further ado, thanks for sticking with me through all that crazy stuff. But it's good to see you all in here. We got 37 people in the chat. Thank you all for being here. Who we got first? We got Myron in here 2 hours before the stream, saying 2 more hours to go before the live stream starts. Well, I hope you're here, Myron. And I hope you enjoy your stay, man. It's good to see you in here. We got Clinton Martin in the house. What's up, dude? Fan of the channel. Howdy, folks. What is up, Clinton? Thank you so much for being here, man. As always, love the Airborne Trooper profile picture as well. And we got Fanatic Cage in the house. Up, everyone, with the strength emoji, his favorite one, and also my favorite one. But thank you so much for being here, man. Appreciate you tuning into the show as always, every single live stream. And another one, we got Universal Key, super fan of the channel. Thank you so much for being here, man. Evening, everyone, with the F and F emoji as always, too. Good to see you in here, my friend. And we got Neil Horrific, one of the first diehards for the channel. Thank you so much, man. Really do appreciate it. Really appreciate that support. He says, good evening, Steven, you wonderful world of collectors. Going to be a painful wait for Sideshow to get that new Vader in and shipped. I agree, dude. I agree. He says, thankfully have a few to unbox in the meantime. What do you'll have coming in? Yeah, I have a couple things that are probably going to be coming in at some point here soon. I'm still waiting on it. It's actually crazy. Underground is getting a bunch of figures in, and Sideshow had to actually send them on a pallet, which is crazy. The first time it's ever happened to him, and it just goes to show you they're getting all this weird like batch shipments in, and it's the first time Underground's getting a pallet of figures. So there's a little bit of delay, but there's some good ones on there. Han Solo from Return of the Jedi, Kit Fisto, Fives is another one, and then Shin Hati, can't wait to get that one too. So and this Vader, man, we're gonna talk about it. Really excited. We got Fanatic Valkyrie Magnus in the house, and I just want to give my guy the magical twinkle because it's his birthday today. Happy birthday. Huge shout out to Valkyrie Magnus, man. I hope you had a great birthday, and I hope you are enjoying an amazing rest of the day as well. And I hope you enjoy the replay, man. But happy birthday. One of the goats in the community. And yeah, dude, hope you have a great one. We got Fig Poser in here. What up, though? What's up, dude? Thank you so much for tuning into the show. We got Fan Collector Joey. What's up, Joey? Hi. Hi to you, sir. Appreciate you being here. We got Superfan Brad Cormack. Evening, everyone. Hello there. What's up, Brad? Thank you for being here, man. Hope everything is going well for you. Good to see you in here, as always. We got Halloween 16 in the house. What's up, brother? What's up, dude? Thank you so much for tuning into the show. I appreciate it. We got Chris Santos in the building. What is up, Chris? How's everyone doing? Dude, I'm doing great. Sadly, so I've actually been off this whole past week, and it's been really, really nice. And sadly, I go back to work tomorrow, and I really am not looking forward to it too much, but it's good. I'm feeling refreshed and ready to go. So thanks so much for being here, Chris. We got another diehard, AJ Agrus in the house. What is up, AJ? Appreciate you upgrading your membership to the top tier, bro. Always a good supporter, and I just really appreciate it, man. So thank you so much. He says, greetings, friends. Hope all is well. Let's fight those Sunday scaries together. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Let's do it, man. Let's do it. And we got another fan, B Mosley in the house. What's up, Brandon? He says, what up, everyone? What's up, dude? I hope you're doing well tonight, man. Always posting really cool content. I like seeing his stuff. We got Striker 47. Hello, what is up, man? He says they're pre-order. Oh, hello there. Pre-order for the Wednesday figure for me and my niece is going to be her first figure. Nice. I wish they wouldn't reuse the Ahsoka and Arena Boba Fett. Wait, hold on. In The Hobbit, I just wish they wouldn't reuse the Ahsoka and Arena Boba Fett base. Hashtag, where's Johnny? Yeah, where's Johnny Storm? That's crazy. We got another super fan, Big Dog Pound 1 in the house. Woo! What is up, BDP? Thank you so much for tuning in, bro. Good to see you in here. We got another fan of the channel, Ash Chase. What up, plastic crackheads? Hashtag release the Wolverine. Ah, yes, one day. We got Eclectic Collector in the house. What's up, Eclectic Collector? Hello, everyone. Hope you're having a great day. Big Dog Pun, I'm intrigued by InArt Wonder Woman, but the likeness needs some work. Yeah, we're going to talk about it, man. We are going to talk about it. Chris says, what's up, Steve? How's your weekend going? Kind of already addressed this, but yeah, man, I had a great weekend. Great day. It was a beautiful weather here in Wisconsin. Like it was like 68 degrees high, breeze. I actually opened up the windows in my house, which I usually don't do because it gets too hot in here, but it was like the perfect weather day today. Loved it, man. Hope you had a good weekend as well. What is up, my guy? One of the goats, Renz, fan of the channel. Good evening, goats. Don't forget to hit that like button as well. Yes, I would appreciate it. Please hit that like button. Hit that thumb with your thumb. Really helps out. Let's see. AJ says, I keep forgetting Fulcrum does light kits too. Maybe to get 1 or 2 for my 3POs. Yeah, and that code that I have right now, well, for you, AJ, if you want to do that, hit me up, bro, because you get the 15% off private code for being a diehard tier member. So hit me up and I'll get you sorted for a 15% off code for some light kits on eBay from Fulcrum Customs. So yeah, you let me know, man, and I'll get it done for you. We got another diehard who just upgraded. Austin Collects. What is up, Austin? Happy Sunday, Steve. Happy Sunday to you, man. Just finished Zack Snyder Justice League 4 hours later. That's a long watch, man, but worth watching that version, I think. So I know you are you're in it right now with the Justice League, dude, and that Snyderverse, man. But that's awesome, dude. It's awesome. Myron says, hi, Steve. There he is. What's up, Myron? Unboxing a figure while watching the live stream. Yeah, I think you said you were unboxing Mantis. Very cool, man. One figure I don't have. Would like to have it at some point. Give me 1 second. Christopher Lee, what's up, Christopher? He says Hayden was in Chicago at Fan Expo last weekend. He threw out opening pitch at Wrigley wearing jersey number 66. I saw that, and that's like 2 hours south of me. The timing just didn't line up for me to go. I thought about going, and hopefully him and Ewan McGregor are at Star Wars Celebration 2027. I hope. But thank you for being here. We got Darth Malik's missing lower jaw. What's up, dude? He says, may the dark side of the force be with you this Sunday night. You as well, sir. Thank you for tuning into the show. We got Stacy Jedi 291 in here as always. Good evening, Stephen, fellow collectors. Happy Sunday. Happy Sunday to you, Stacy. Good to see you in here. Ash with the release of Wolverine. Don't worry, bro. I always just say it for you at this point. Brad says, fall has arrived tonight in Northern Michigan. It's 57 degrees here. Yeah, right now it's 61 degrees. I love it, dude. I want more. We got Machiavelli the Don. What is up, dude? He says, what up, everybody? Thank you for tuning into the show. Halloween16 says, I finally got my module case mono built. Took a while. Dude, how did you figure it out? Was there something that you were missing for the getting the shelves thing, the shelf brackets in, or you have to let me know. But I'm glad you got it sorted, dude. I hope you like it. Myron says, InArt Wonder Woman's a day one on pre-order for me. 8/27 is the day. It's coming soon. Striker says, rip to the original General Zod. Yeah, I saw that too. He's also in Star Wars. Yeah, it's sad. Sad. Am I ready for some NFL football? Dude, I'm ready for some NFL football, man. I am. I actually am a Patriots fan, believe it or not. I've been a Patriots fan my whole life. I'm liking what I'm seeing. I'm intrigued. I'm intrigued this year. I really like Mike Vrabel both as a player, but I really like him as a coach too. I think he's hopefully going to get those dudes in line, and yeah, it's going to be an interesting season, but I'm excited. Austin said, I've been hard on Snyder and DC in general. Yes, you have. Yes, you have. Ash says, I feel like it's a lost cause now. So I actually heard that Wolverine actually got pushed a little bit into September. So I'm sorry to say that, but hopefully it'll be worth the wait. What's up, Mike Fela? Thank you for being here, man. Hey, everyone. I need another look at that InArt Wonder Woman. Should I dip my toe in InArt? If you haven't, I honestly would recommend it. I think like if you're thinking about being or getting into InArt figures, I think you should get one. Maybe just make sure it's a figure that you like. But yeah, InArt figures are great. Ren says InArt Wonder Woman Dopo likeness needs adjustment, so I think it's the best likeness so far. I think it's probably going to get some type of adjustment. I think so too. It just says I've been there with mistakes on cases. Would be lying if I said I didn't have one or two today. Haha. Yeah, there's like it's really easy to run into issues with those because the cases are flat packed for module case and they can be difficult to assemble, especially if you've never done one. It can be tough. Big Dog Pound Drake, man, Henderson are intriguing players. You bet, man. You bet. We got random Korean in the house. What's up, dude? He says, hey guys, first time here. I shouldn't say dude. I don't know if you're a man or not, but hey guys, first time here, please be gentle. Dude, thanks so much for being here, and I appreciate it, and I hope you enjoy your stay, and you'll have to let us know in the chat what you think about some figures. But yeah, happy to have you in here, and hope you enjoy your stay. Ashes, we're in September on Sunday, so not long now. Yeah, so I thought it was gonna be this week, but yeah, we'll see. We shall see. I think I'm caught up in the chat. Other than this guy, what's up, Austin? Austin Nicholas House. Is that a salute? I can't really see. Let me move my screen full size. It is. That's a salute. Salute to you, sir. Thanks so much for being here, man. Good to see you in here. Austin's a great dude. Him and I have been kind of chatting it up, and I'm trying to come up with some new content ideas, and Austin's been helping me through some of that stuff. And it's good talking to somebody else to get another perspective. So Austin's my guy. Module should be as easy as assembling like IKEA. I mean, they're not hard to assemble. They're just time consuming, and there's a lot of steps. It's not terrible. We got L Walker in the house. Hello, everyone. What's up, L Walker? Thanks for being here. Okay, guys, I think I'm caught up in the chat. Let me get into the first topic here, and let's start it off by talking about this Wednesday figure. And before I just Austin, module cases are enjoyable to assemble. Changed my mind. I really don't mind assembling them. I'll say this. They're enjoyable to assemble once you have the hang of it and you can like do it without instructions and stuff. But you need a decent, like once you get, I feel like to like the third case, then it's relatively easy. The worst build experience I had for module case was these corners back here. They're DF60 45 degree corners. Those are the worst thing. Oh my gosh, they were rough because they're multi-angle, so you have to like install the bars just perfect distance apart and stuff like that. It was not the most fun, but payoff in the end, 100% worth it. 100% worth it. So that's funny. But let's talk about Wednesday. So this is not a figure really that I'm all that interested in getting, and I'll put up a poll for this, I guess. Well, I think I put up a poll last time, but I'll do it anyways. Are you getting Wednesday? Yes or no? This is cool. I think it's really awesome that Hot Toys is doing this figure. And also, is this the first 1/6 cello that we've ever gotten? Because I feel like that's just really cool. I feel like that's a really cool thing to get a cello. And we're still got the conversation. AJ, I'm fine with it for the most part. My dumb self just likes to rush. Oh, and the Max 140 Plus had only 204 holes drilled. That's a problem. That sucks. What's up, X-Man Supreme? Okay, acrylic film, dude. The acrylic film, it is roulette pulling that film off. Sometimes you can do it in one go, and other times it's like peeling that sticky residue that's left behind from a sticker. It sucks. But thank you for being here, X-Man. Good to see you, man. But this figure, I think this actually turned out, I think it actually looks good. I really do. I think this looks good. I think probably well, let's talk about the figure a little bit. I do think this looks good. I think the likeness is nice. I do like this. I like how it comes with the, like the hand and stuff like that. I think that's really cool. I think the tailoring actually looks really nice too. I have not seen season 2. Saw season 1. Thought it was good. I think my main thing with this figure is I don't know, and you guys can vote. Are you getting Wednesday? I put up a poll, but I don't know. Like, I'm curious what Hot Toys, like, what their mindset is when it comes to like accessories for stuff. So, like, when they do, like, what makes them do like a cello and stuff with this? And does this hold up? Does this come with this chair? I'm sorry, I'm kind of going fast. Oh yes, because she's sitting down playing the cello, duh. So that would make sense. So, like, you get an umbrella, you get a chair, you get all this stuff. Like, what makes, I just want to know kind of like, what is their mindset when it comes to why they put multiple things with some figures, but then other ones get really minimal things. You know what I mean? Like, I feel like they must think that this is going to be a pretty, like a pretty solid, popular release for them to include all these things. Like, we're getting a cello, we're getting an umbrella, a chair, like that's, and also the other thing, I think for some people at least, I think like now you're pushing the price point like pretty high when you do this, right? Like this is $310, which is like, you got to feel like really like the character in order for that. Also, I'm pretty sure this is the Ahsoka base. Pretty sure it's the same one. Anyways, going back to some of the photos. I do think I think it looks good if you're a fan of this. And I think another thing is if you like are going like the Beetlejuice route and stuff like that, which I'm not. So I'm kind of, I really don't have any, like anything in on this, you know, I don't really have a thought to get this. But I can appreciate it for what it is. I think this is cool. This is really cool. I think like having it with the cello is like, I think the cello is actually pretty badass. Like there's something like about an instrument that makes it look cool. Yep, same Ahsoka base, 100%. Which I like that base. This is cool with the chair. Anyway, AJ, anyone have a wrestling figure? They can borrow the chair. There you go. It's like, I'm wondering how is this umbrella going to be packed? Like, is this going to be flat packed and then it's like wired and you can bend it? Or like, what are they going to do with that? Interesting. That's pretty cool too. But like, then you got to set that onto something like that makes it tough when you have an accessory like this. You have to have something next to it to sit it on, you know? I like the cello look. I think that's one of the coolest things. But let me get to some of your guys' comments here. B Moses says, I'm watching Wednesday right now with my wife while I'm laying on the couch and watching y'all, but she has it on. The figure looks more like season 1 because she looked way younger in that season. Makes sense. I still do want to watch season 2. Myron says, I'm just happy that's not another Iron Man. Oh, don't worry, my friend. That'll come. That'll happen. Mike, I'm with you, dude. Too bad we can't go from Sunday right into Wednesday in real life. Ash, of course, bro. Pass for me. Too many Deadpools to collect. I expect nothing less from you, my friend. Oh, Walker, I'm putting module cases together now. Wow, we got some builders in the house. Tonight. Myron says, I think they should have went with Artisan for Wednesday for the hair. I think it's like, it's tough because they'd have to braid it. And Hot Toys really hasn't done any braiding yet, right? For any Artisan figures. Be interesting to see if they do that. Yeah, I don't know. We'll see. But I mean, yeah, I'm fine with it either way, I guess. Dude, this is facts, AJ. They're like, yeah, they went nuts with accessories on this one. Meanwhile, Kit Fisto can't even get a left and right saber holding hand. That is outrageous for a Star Wars figure. Absolutely crazy. Darth Malik says, Wednesday's figure is great. I'm tempted to get one for my partner. The series is fun too. It is. Yeah, I know a lot of people. It sounds like a lot of people have mentioned like this type of comment where people are saying like they want to maybe get one for themselves or somebody else they know who really likes the series. I think that's always really cool. Yeah, X-Men, I think this is what I'm saying too, is like I want Wednesday my goals to pick her up. I'm struggling a little with the price point. If I see her starting to go low stock, then I'll go ahead and pre-order. Yeah, I feel like once you hit over 3, it's tough. It's tough when you get to that number. You know, like it makes a difference when you see that 3, I guess, for some figures. You know, I was hoping this would be like 270, 280, but things are just bumping up. They're bumping up more. Yo, what's up, Yomo? Thank you for being here, man. Good to see you in here. Yo, Yomo. Big Dog Pound, I love that Hot Toys is tackling new IPs. I believe I'll get this figure. I am with you on that. Austin, this is where I'm at too with this too. It's sick figures just doesn't fit in my display. Happy to see them get more IPs. Yeah, everyone's happy about other IPs and stuff too. You know, I think that is really good. That is really good. We got my guy Brick Artemis in the house. What is up? What is up, Brick? Thank you for being here, dude. And guys, if you didn't know, Brick is putting together a really cool 24-hour 1/6 celebration live stream event, which is on September. I always get the dates wrong in my head, but the September 5th and 6th. It's a Friday and Saturday. And I posted it actually in my Facebook group, which actually here, I can pull it up real quick. Little plug for Brick here. He's doing this 24-hour stream event on the 5th and 6th. It's going to be on all these people's channels down in the down here below. These are Pacific time, PST time periods, but it's going to be on each of these streamers' channels, all for 24 straight hours. There's a lot of cool stuff happening for this show. People are going to be doing, like, a bunch of companies are doing giveaways, Underground Figures, Collector Zone, MODUSPACE is going to do something. Brick posted today that there's going to be Jeremy Costa from Plastic Hero Collectibles is going to actually be giving away an InArt Michael Jackson figure, which is crazy. And I know there's creators and stuff and streamers who are also going to be doing their own giveaways. So stay tuned for this. I'm going to pop in to one of these streams. I don't know my exact time period yet, but I'll be in something that's to be determined for me, but it's going to happen for me at some point. But there you go. Looking forward to it. That's going to be cool. But thank you for being here, Brick, man. Appreciate it, dude. We got Collection Obsession in the house, fan of the channel. Hello there. Hello, Collection Obsession. Appreciate you being here as always. You guys are blowing up the chat right now because there's over 60 people in here. Really appreciate it. While I'm going through the chat, please, if you could hit that like button, that would be awesome. But where are we at here? Oh man, a lot of people. We got Superfan Boba Fettuccine in the house. What's up, boss? Thank you so much for tuning in. Yo, 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 he says. What's up, dude? We got Canvas X Collectibles, my guy Danny. Yo, fan of the channel. Thank you for being here, bro. Good to see you in the chat. Danny, is this a figure that like you would ever pick up? You have to let me know. I think everybody's hoping for this, Big Dog Pound. Is Hot Toys going to give us a Stranger Things line? I think maybe. Oh, hold on. I lost my place in the chat. Oh boy. Yeah, I think everyone wants that Stranger Things. Nick's Collectibles in the house. What's up, Nick? I'm excited to see this guy. I'm pretty sure he's going to be there in New York for Comic-Con round 2 this year. Hola, pal. What's up, dude? Thank you for being here. Oh, Walker says, I like the show, but this figure's a pass for me. Yeah, that's kind of where I'm at, too. Myron says, Hot Toys needs to dive more into video games lines, but this is a good start. I would love more VGM, dude. Collection Obsession says, Wednesday's a hard pass for me. I get it. Yeah, Myron, InArt has done braiding, but Hot Toys has not. So I wonder if they will at some point. X-Men, her hair is a bit too full and thick and her face needs to be a bit more angular. I'm good with this, though. It's not far off and still looks good. Yeah, I think that's fair. I think that's really fair kind of assessment of the sculpt here. Ash, you could use the chair and do the scene at the start of Deadpool 2 with the chair and bullets. This man makes it. She can transfer an opinion of any figure, just make it Deadpool. I love that. Striker says they need to fix the cheekbones a little bit but if in her face, I would love if they created her best friend from the show. Yeah, it's cool. He almost says Wednesday looks great. She's a pass for me unless my wife wants her. And that again, like maybe this is the way Hot Toys gets people. You know, like it's a pass for the people who actually like collect stuff, and they're just gonna get it for somebody else. You know, I think, hey, that's a great way to capture a a potential buyer for something. So that's cool. Nick's considering this figure. Wow, dude. I didn't think this was going to be up your alley, but that's cool. Likeness could be better, though. All right, all right. Brick says it's going to be a fun 24 hours for sure. Thanks, Steve. No problem, dude. Yeah, that's going to be cool. That's going to be wild to have 24 straight hours of shows. That is cool. It's like, I know it's on separate channels for people, but it's like, it's going to be cool because it's going to be like still a continuous thing. You know, jump on over to so-and-so's channel. So that's going to be dope. Big Dog Pound says, if we pre-order this Wednesday, it'd be messed up if they release an artisan version. It could happen. It could happen. Hold on a second. What's up, Steven Chat says Hammer of God, fanatic of the channel. Thank you so much for being here, bro. Good to see you in here. What's up with me, dude? I am not ready to go back to work tomorrow, but so it is. So it is, but I hope you're doing well. Brandon Altman, excuse me, is in the house. What's up, Brandon? He says, hey, bud, it's always good to see your lives. Dude, I appreciate that, man. That's kind of you to say. And hope you enjoy your stay. Thank you so much for being here. And Valkyrie's back. Figures and Fandom just dropping by to say hi. Dude, again, can we get some happy birthdays for Valkyrie in the chat? It is his birthday today, and he's one of the goats. Here you go. Here, I'll give you a little twinkle again. Oh, I just hit it again. I just hit the twinkle twice. But happy birthday, man. Happy birthday. All right, Danny says, hell nah, he ain't getting this. All right, then. What's up, Blinken? This is a new name. Appreciate you being here. I think this figure would go great with Beetlejuice. I feel like the face is off a little bit. Yeah, it seems like people are kind of thinking that. Face is off a little bit. But good to see you in here, man. Hope you enjoy your time here. Xmas says, yeah, they went John Hamm on the accessories here. It is like that's what I'm saying is like it's weird Hot Toys would choose to do this many accessories. Let's go to like the last scene again, or the last photo here. Because this is like, and this is where I kind of think it's I could see Hot Toys doing. I think you could see Hot Toys doing like maybe one of these, or like the cello and the chair, but like then you get the umbrella and you get these other things. It's a lot. It really is. Canvas X Collectible says, man, I miss NYCC. Dude, me too. I cannot believe we all met up at New York Comic Con almost a year ago. We're like 7 weeks away. 6.5, I think, away from me being back in New York City. Can't wait. Dude, this is a tough question, Brandon. How many figures you think they will do for Doomsday? I'm so glad I'm not into Marvel as hardcore. I don't know, man. They could be a little bit more hesitant on that line because of what happened with all the other figures that are kind of sitting around from that old Marvel stuff, or they might go crazy. I think it depends on how it is at the box office, and that movie's obviously going to go crazy at the box office 100%, so they'll probably do a lot. And then yeah, so he says, does anyone watch in chat Peacemaker season 2? I'm going to save that for when we talk about the Peacemaker tease. Ash is going to pick up the chair just to do the scene from Deadpool 2. Valkyrie says, thanks, Steve. You bet, dude. Hammer God says, doing well. Looking forward to the 3-day work week. Long wraparound Labor Day. Let's fucking go. Dude, I know. I am really excited because I've been off for the week, going back to work Monday through Friday this week. But then, yeah, it's a 3-day weekend. Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Labor Day. King Dingling says, your live stream is a good chill before the work week begins. I appreciate that, man. That's the goal. People come and chill, have a nice, relaxing Sunday, get your mind off having to go to work tomorrow if you work on a Monday. And like I like to say, help you get rid of those Sunday scaries. So I do appreciate it, man. And I'm still crazy that people like to just listen to me randomly talk about figures. It's pretty cool. Myron says 24 hours on different channels. Couldn't you just do it all on one stream? So you could technically do it all on one stream, but also one of the problems is YouTube really doesn't let you do full 24-hour shows. Like you could theoretically go live that whole time, but they only record your last 12 hours. So Yeah, it doesn't really matter how long you go. That whole thing wouldn't appear on your channel. It'd just be the last 12 hours of it. So, and it's easier to just break it up. So that's why it's going that way. That way everybody can just set up their own stream, make it easy. Big Dog Pound says the tailoring looks great. I agree. Have a great night, Valkyrie. Hope you enjoy the rest of your birthday, man. Actually, so I need to finally get myself some guitars, drum kit, keyboards, and a microphone for my 1/6 band. Dude, actually, like, more instrument type stuff would be really cool for 1/6. I think that actually is awesome. Dang, Myron's off tomorrow. Lucky. But that's all I got to say. Let me end the poll here. So 41 votes. I appreciate all you guys voting. Are you getting Wednesday? We're at about a 25-75% split here. 1 in 4 people. 1 no. Or I'm sorry, 1 yes. 1 out of 4 is basically getting this figure. There you go. There you have it. So be interesting to see. I'll interested to see. Oh, also, I think there was a post that shout out to my guy collecting Nerd Zone, Mike. Mikey, if you're listening, what's up, dude? Who ended up saying that, or he put up a post from, I think it was Toys Assemble, who said that like this figure is shipping as soon as like next month. So it's going to be arriving quick turnaround, which is crazy. Before we get to the next topic, SJC 360, what's up? Thank you for being here. Any buyer's remorse in the last 4 months for 1/6? It's a good question. I try not to have buyer's remorse. I don't know about the last, sorry, my camera's going crazy because I looked away, but I don't know about the last, I don't know necessarily about the last 4 months. I don't know. I had a lot happen, like to me personally within the past like 4 months and also beyond that. So I don't know, wouldn't necessarily say buyer's remorse. I've been playing a lot of catch up, unfortunately, which sucks even worse. Because it kind of takes the fun out of it sometimes. But I wouldn't say I have any buyer's remorse, other than maybe trying to get I need my damn Artisan Jack Sparrow. Is anybody in here, out of 55 people in here, somebody has got to want an Artisan Jack Sparrow figure. If you want an Artisan Jack Sparrow, I took it out of the shipper. This figure's brand new. I'm not going to keep it. If you want it, I'll give it to you at cost. So somebody who wants it, message me. All right. What's up, Mike? Super fan of the channel, Mike. Pause Literus. Thank you so much for being here, dude. Good to see you in here. Cannot wait to see this guy again in the next like month and a half. Gonna be hanging out in New York. It's going to be a grand old time. Gonna be a grand old time. Can't wait. But thank you for being here, dude. Myron says, I'm just glad you're doing well, Figures and Fit. Thank you, Myron. I appreciate that, dude. Appreciate that. Austin says, Steve is ready for Legolas and Nazgul to release. Rumor is soon. I am not ready. I really am not. And honestly, though, I'm not really worried about when I'm going to get it, because it probably ain't going to be this year, even if they do release soon. So, although I think I did, Nazgul I pre-ordered later on in the window. Legolas I pre-ordered right away. So I guess we'll see. Legolas was like all types of the site was crashing on 1/6 kit. So I'm pretty sure I might be like first batch for that. I got it relatively early, but we'll see. We shall see. What's up, Howard? Just saying happy birthday to Valkyrie, but what is up, dude? Fanatic of the channel. Thank you so much for being here, Howard. I don't know if you commented earlier. If you did and I didn't see it, I apologize for that. You guys are blowing up the chat tonight because we got 60 people in the house. Let's go. B. Mosley says giveaway. Oh, dude, there's always a chance for some giveaways around here, you know. And it really needs to drop a gym league. Yeah, they do. They really do, Blinken. I agree. I think it'll happen at some point. Shall we move on? Let me just get my screen switched here 1 second. Before we talk about the Darth Vader, let's talk about real quick. This isn't going to take too much time, but let's go back. Let's talk about this Peacemaker tease here. Oh, I see, Brandon. Oh no, you're giving away my that Jack Sparrow artisan. That would have to be something. I don't know what I'd have to do for that. That's too crazy. You know what? Maybe I should raffle it off. Yeah, maybe I could do that. Maybe I should do a Jack Sparrow artisan raffle. That'd be cool. That'd be cool. Austin says, make sure to hit that like button. 16 here, only 29 likes. I would really, really appreciate that if you hit the like button. Thank you so much. And thank you, Austin. Peacemaker. I'm looking over right now at my other Peacemaker. And this is interesting because like, I wonder, like, is this going to be the exact same style? I don't know what it looks like, I guess, on the back of the figure, but I wonder if this is going to be like a different outfit or what's going to be different. Obviously, one of the main things is we're getting this John Cena sculpt, which I really want. Like, I really want to get this head sculpt. I loved the first season. I watched the first episode of the second season, and I really enjoyed that too. I'm intrigued. I really want to see the show because, like I said, I really liked the first season. I liked the DCU, the start of it with Superman. I'm curious to see how it goes. So bottom line for this, I really don't have too much to say about it, but I don't know if I'm going to wait, because if you watch the first episode, you know what I mean, but I'm going to wait and see what the figure looks like, and like if it's still worth keeping the original one that came out like with the mask on, because that figure's still great, and this looks like it's going to be relatively the same other than the head sculpt. So we'll see. I'm torn on what I'm going to do. I almost when I saw this, I was like, well, I'm going to list my Peacemaker, my first iteration, but I don't know if I want to yet. I want to wait and see what happens with this one. So that's really it. But I am excited. I do recommend you watch the show if you haven't seen it. It is really, really good. Oh, Brandon says he's down for that. And Neilerific says, did I hear someone say raffle for a Jack Sparrow? I guess I would have to get like, it would have to be a pretty, I don't know, it'd have to be probably like $50 a person to get in for a raffle for this figure. Because I'm asking for it at cost, and it was a little over $500. Mike says, I wasn't expecting the shot as a tease for Peacemaker. Is he trying to take the mantle of America's ass from Cap? That's funny. Almost says, I skipped the first one, hoping they do another later on. Peacemaker must come home, and I hope we get Vigilante as well. Vigilante would be awesome, Yomo, no doubt. No doubt. And yeah, I really, it's a bummer they didn't do the head sculpt at first. Myron says, I still need to watch season 1. Season 1 is worth the watch, dude. 100%. 100%. All right, let's talk about the next singer. We're going to talk about this guy. This is insane. This truly is insane. Ash is only for the US for raffle pass. I'm sorry, Ash. Too many logistical things to figure out international for that one, or maybe I would do like something really close. Maybe Canada or something. I don't know. SJC36 says, would have wanted the long sleeve Peacemaker. That's fair. He almost says the GOAT. Oh, Anakin. Oh man, can't wait for this figure. He says, dude, it's looking awesome. Friends, I enjoyed the first episode of the boat. I mean, Peacemaker season 2. Mike says the intro to Peacemaker show is worth it. I love the intros. It's so funny. The new one is good too. But let's talk about this Vader, guys. Let's switch gears a little bit. This is one I'm going to do a poll for. Are you getting this Vader? Yes or no? Please vote. Myron, somebody did this. Somebody did pose Vader next to Starkiller. Shoot, I forget where I saw it. But before I even talk about this, there's one thing that I want to show here. Hold on. So my guy Patrick, aka Zord Photography, absolutely cooked with these pictures. Oh, here it is. Here you go, Myron. Here, I'll show you this. Look at that. That's sick next to Star Killer, actually. That is really good. And you know what? I'm just gonna go through some of the pictures that Zord took, because these are next level, dude. He took some amazing pictures of this figure. Neil says special edition Vader was a rare dopo for me. It is a worthy one, though. No doubt. This Vader looks sick, but a pass for me, says Ash. That's fair, man. I get it. It's also Viz's expensive figure. Blanket says, I have the 40th anniversary of Return of the Jedi Vader. And that's the only one I will ever need. I think that's fair, man, if you only want one Vader. And that's, like, to me, Return of the Jedi Darth Vader is actually, for me personally, and how I feel, Return of the Jedi is the most nostalgic Star Wars movie for me. It's probably my favorite one of the original trilogy. But Empire's like the perfect movie. It's Empire's just amazing, but nostalgic in the feels wise for me. For Star Wars as a whole, Return of the Jedi kind of has the edge over that. But Return of the Jedi Vader, very iconic. And if you have that and you're good with that, that's totally good. Friends, Hot Toys needs to hire Zord for the blogger photos. That's facts, dude. But this picture right here is insane, dude. I asked Zord, I was like, dude, can I bring up your photos on my stream tonight? Because this is crazy, dude. This is so cool. And this is the base from Stealth Suit Spider-Man, I believe, from Far From Home. But this is so cool. This was one of my favorite shots too. Where he took this wired cape and then put like the helmet right here with Anakin, like Artist and Anakin. Dude, this is an incredible shot right here. And then you got the silhouette cape on the side. Like, that is nuts, man. I just love this. So I wanted to show this because his photos for this figure are just absolutely crazy. Look at this. This cape is something else, dude. Honestly, his photos made me more excited to get this than the actual like blogger photos. Like, he absolutely went off with these. It's crazy. But shout out to Zord, man, the GOAT for pictures. But let's go back to these pictures because these are still actually really good. I think they look awesome. Yeah, WoW is right. What's up, Graham? Jedi's watch fan of the channel. And friend, what's up, Graham? Did someone say Return of the Jedi? I did, man. I know Graham also has a soft spot for Return of the Jedi, which I never really understood the Return of the Jedi hate, to be honest. Return of the Jedi has always been like, I mean, especially Luke. Luke has always been my absolute favorite. And this is why, which I've showed this on streams before, but this was the figure that I used to take to kindergarten with me every day for recess. This little guy right here. Look at this. Power of the Force, baby. Still got it on my desk because this is a reminder. Oh, shoot, I dropped his lightsaber. This is a reminder, you know, for me of, dang, when I was 6 years old, actually 5 years old, I took this figure and he's got like the robe and stuff on him too. Look at that. So badass. So awesome. But I leave that on my desk as a reminder of kind of how I got into collecting was that young. Power of the Force. Crazy. But thanks for being here, Graham. That's why that version of Luke. Love his green lightsaber. It's my favorite one of his. And then, yeah, like Return of the Jedi Luke is just the goated Luke for me. Absolute best. And the lightsaber fight, top tier. And the meaningfulness of the moment of him saving Vader. Like, come on. Just peak, man. Oh, I've said it time and time again. We'll never get another. We'll never get another trilogy or anything for that matter made ever again that was like Star Wars OT. It'll never happen again. I know they say never say never. It'll never happen though. He almost says, this is my first Vader. I need a clean version. So the newly announced Revenge of the Sith version will probably be my last Vader. Yeah, there's so many Vaders to choose from, man. And that one's going to be awesome too. I don't know why they kept this lightsaber in here though. We got superfan Justin, aka Mr. This Justin, aka how? Yeah. Cut the music. Cut the music. Cut the music. We got to cut the music as I read Justin's comment here. Call me when they announce that Artisan Kylo. I will call you when that happens. All right, play the music up again. Thank you, Justin, for being here. And dude, when that Artisan Kylo drops, I'm gonna call you. Be ready for it. Be ready for it, man. Thank you for being here, dude. You almost says I might have to steal some of the poses. Yeah, no doubt. Striker says innovative that is destructive and battle damage is always a good one to put in display. Cannot wait to get the regular exclusive edition in hand. Congratulations. Yes. Austin says Return of the Jedi is my favorite of OT and second favorite Star Wars movie. What is your favorite? Yeah, dude. Graham agrees with you. I know he loves Return of the Jedi as well. What's up off the wall? Thank you so much for being here, man. He says that's the GOAT lightsaber fight Return of the Jedi of all time. It's arguably the most meaningful one, you know? Luke was just something else, man. Just crazy, dude. And I think also Duel of the Fates, I think probably arguably the most important ones. Oh man, do I really want to go down this rabbit hole of talking about the meaning of lightsaber battles? I think Revenge of the Sith. Duel of the Fates really is what sets everything in motion, right? For what happens with, with Anakin. If that fight doesn't go down the way that it did, then things would have probably turned out differently. You know what I mean? But I think Return of the Jedi really is, it fulfills the prophecy of Anakin being the chosen one in Star Wars. It really does. If you think about it, like, yes, he became Vader, but in the end, he was saved and returned to being essentially like Anakin, and Luke saw the good in him, and the prophecy was essentially fulfilled. So it's just, I could go more in depth, but I'll spare you all. Maybe I should do another stream at some point in time. But Return of the Jedi is not only a great lightsaber fight, and also for that time period when this movie was made, it's just like, yeah, it's incredible. Don't get me started. Don't get me started. I won't be able to stop. Myron says, don't forget the same theme when Kenobi fought Vader in the Kenobi series. Great fight. Loved it. Emojis said, and the great thing about the OT is when I was just a kid, it was still so big and cool when I got old enough to watch him. Then I watched him around a billion times. Or is that a trillion? That's a trillion. Yeah, man. I've watched OT, countless times. Crazy. King Dingling says, most directors aren't like Lucas, willing to double mortgage their homes, run their credit to this guy just so they did not have to be financed by a studio and have complete control of the story. Yeah, dude. He did things his own way and differently. And what he did really, really had the most impactful, was most impactful for film. It's crazy. Yeah, Austin says, number one for me is Revenge of the Sith. Yeah, I knew it. Mike says, this is why I like Kenobi Vader, because you have the battle damage and clean. Would have been my first Vader, but my waitlist never converted. You could probably get that one pretty easy at this point. But anyways, regardless, this Vader, this is a really, really interesting figure to talk about for me, because I think you have every Vader to choose from at this point. All the movies. You have them from the TV show. You have pretty much whatever Vader you want to pick at your disposal at this point. You can get once this Revenge of the Sith one comes out. You have Revenge of the Sith, Rogue One, A New Hope, Empire, Return of the Jedi, Kenobi, and now you have this. And this is the one that I feel like people are the most high on. They think that this is the most badass Vader that we've had, the best looking Vader. As a whole, this figure just looks the best out of all of them. But it's not from any of the films, which is just, that's why it's really interesting to talk about for me, because I've seen, I feel like a lot of comments of people being willing to give up like other Vaders to get one like this. But then again, like you're not going to have a representation of Vader from the OT, which what I would argue is like having, like, I would at least have one representation of Vader from OT, whether you like whatever one you like the most out of all of those ones. And it's just crazy how a lot of people, like, I guess I've seen a lot of comments and a lot going around of like, I'll just get this Vader, you know, the other ones I don't really need them, which is totally cool. It's just not, it's not accurate to really any film, you know? So it's just very, very interesting. This might be, it's something really crazy is gonna have to come out to be figure of the year over this at this point. After everything I've seen from this thing is like a work of art. It is crazy, and I can't wait to get it. Austin says, looks like Hot Toys is releasing One Piece Zoro. Yay. Oh yeah, I see this update thing. Well, guess what? It's gonna have to wait because we're talking about one of the most, well, we're talking about the most iconic and best villain in all of anything. Lord Vader. We can talk about that in a second, maybe. Big Darkmon, there you go. If I had to downsize my 1/6 collection, one figure, this Vader would be it. Yeah. We got Johnny Chronicles in the house. What's up, Johnny? Thank you for being here, man. Evening all. Evening to you. Hope you enjoy your stay. Mike says, this Vader's great. My only nitpick is I see no need for the quarter mask. I think at that point, your secret identity is out. I think it's more so just adds to the battle damage element. I think that's actually pretty cool. It's grown on me. I was like, I don't really feel like I'm going to use this mask ever. But then I see the photos and like for part of his face to be covered, but then you see like still majority of the skull. But I think that's sick, dude. Like, this is crazy. Just been through some shit. Really cool. I don't know what I'm going to go with here. This looks really good. This looks really damn good, especially if you have a lit up Saber. This is still really cool. I feel like you kind of like this cape is going to be the move. Like the cape is so cool, man. And the other cape is no slouch either. Like it's all torn up and actually like I think it looks great. But all the detailing, the battle damage, the skin paint, everything, like they really went all out. But then again, this looks really cool. And I think this might have been I forget what we were talking about. Oh yeah, I think we were talking about this in my Facebook group in the chat. Austin said Austin Collects had brought up like it looks badass, like he's battle damaged, but like for him to have a full helmet on still, like he's like his face is still protected, is actually really cool. I really like that look too. I'm probably gonna go, my guess is I'm probably gonna end up going battle damage, not this. I'm probably gonna go battle damage helmet. I'm not gonna go this, I don't think. I think I'm gonna go this. Pretty sure I'm gonna go this helmet. I think that partially cracked helmet look is probably the best. Yeah, like this is just, man, crazy. But this is really good too without the helmet on. I don't know, man. I don't know. Let me see. Are you getting this Vader? We got 41 votes. I'm actually gonna end this right now. This is like a 50-50. This is like a 50-50. I'm curious to see like Can you guys let me know in the chat? We got 65 of you guys in here. What is your number one? What is your best? What is your favorite? What's your favorite Vader? Or I guess, what do you think is the best Vader? I'm curious. Curious to see what you think. Austin says, I feel like I'm going to be changing this up all the time, which makes it even better. You got all these options. I love that. What's up, Keith Lee, fan of the channel? What's up, dude? He says, evening, friends. Evening to you, man. Good to see you in here. We got MB Dyson, another fan. What's up, man? He says, figure the year 2026, Red Guardian. I know this man wants Red Guardian to come out real bad. Hopefully Hot Toys announces it. Hopefully soon. I hope for your sake. Emojis, it's like Arena Boba Fett wasn't in the movie, but he's so badass looking. Yeah. But I think, like, if something's badass looking and it's this price, you got to really consider, you know? I think that's one of the crazy things. You almost said, I think I'm going with the helmet piece look. That look is really badass with the partial helmet piece. I'm going to see it all in person and mess with them and see what one I like the most. Myron says, I have Return of the Jedi Vader as well. 2 is good enough for me in my collection. That's fair. Darth Malix, Mission Lower Jaw. I think the Obi-Wan Kenobi Vader damage helmet fits this figure. I'm curious to see how different they're going to look. MB says, only Vader I want. Return of the Jedi. Yeah, with the correct actor under the helmet. It's fair. Like I said, I saw a video of somebody who has this in hand. I had concerns that the sculpted cape kind of put the figure off balance. You guys that ordered it would have to convert. Well, I think that's why I use a crotch grabber. And also, this is a nylon suit, so you don't have to worry about this thing like peeling or anything, which is great. Brad says, Return of the Jedi. Big Dog Pound says, where is Ballerina, aka Eve McCarl? I agree. Where the hell is Ballerina? I bet it's going to randomly drop like within the next couple months. It's going to be announced. Ash says, if I got one, it'd probably be this one, as I don't have any Vaders. Awesome. Johnny Chronicles, Empire Strikes Back Vader with Jackson cape and leather outfit is the one and only I have in need. Yeah, it's really nice of you. I actually got a Tarkin Vader 2-pack, which is the A New Hope Vader that got updated for the 2-pack, and they made actually some pretty good changes, but I put a leather outfit on that one. And it's nice. Like, the leather outfit looks really good. The one problem is it's pretty rigid. It's kind of hard to pose, but it looks good for like how a New Hope Vader looked in the suit. I really actually do like that leather outfit look so plug for that. I don't have any Jackson capes for any Vaders. That's cool though. We got my guy Gio in here, long time fan of the channel, the movie canon. What's up, dude? He says, hello everybody. Hello Gio, guys. Make sure you go check out Gio's channel. He's always doing a bunch of cool stuff over on his channel as well. So thank you for being here, man. Collection such as Return of the Jedi because of nostalgia. Okay, we got a lot of Return of the Jedi Vaders in the house for this one. BMO says my favorite Vader in the collection is 1/4 Hot Toys, but I know everyone's 1/4 is never his cup of tea. That's still cool though. That's still cool. Austin says probably Return of the Jedi, but this is a crazy contender. But the boots are pleather, says Collection Session. I didn't think about that. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, this is so cool that you get all these. Actually, you get all these and you get the 4th little helmet piece look for the special edition. No lie, I thought about day wanting this, but the shipping is too expensive because the box is massive. What's up, Doug Guido? Thank you for being here, man. Why is everyone sleeping on the Hano Rebels Vader? Hano Rebels Vader is actually pretty cool. That Rebels Vader look is dope. That's funny. That's funny. This is cool, man. My opinion really on the Vaders, and Neolorific says the way Vaders have released, my favorite one will always be the next one. You know, I think like I think the most iconic Vader figure wise, well, I think like if you look at it as a total package, I think Return of the Jedi is the most iconic. And then I would say it's really hard because one of these is film accurate and the other one is just kind of like, it is truly like a mythos thing, or almost like a Force Unleashed when he fights Star Killer type thing, or like a comic thing when he gets really bad, like when he gets battle damaged. It's so good. And it's so, I think from a figure perspective of what it is, like objectively, I think objectively, when you look at all of this, this is probably the best one objectively. When you think of everything you're getting, the multiple head sculpt, or the multiple helmets, the head sculpt, the multiple capes, the different variations you can do, and just a sheer amount of like how awesome the battle damage looks on this, the base, everything. I think objectively this could be the best one. Darth Vader Mission Lower Joss is Rogue One Vader for me. So I think, and I don't know if this is like necessarily I don't know if this is necessarily like a take that a lot of people would agree with, but I really think the best Vader is the clean Kenobi Vader. Rogue One Vader was, I think, before this was known and before these other, like a couple other ones, I feel like Rogue One Vader was kind of like, oh, this is the best looking Vader. The Kenobi Vader, I really like it because the only thing is it's locked behind the deluxe. So you have to get the DX28. You have Kenobi Vader, clean battle damage. The nice thing is the clean Kenobi Vader is actually taller than the Rogue One Vader because it's accurate representation of Hayden being in the suit, Hayden Christensen. And that clean look for it's basically clean Kenobi Vader is like an upgraded Rogue One. It's got all of the USB, it's got better height. It's got the USB suit with the belt and the chest piece plugins. If you want to go battle damage with it, you can. But I'm speaking just from a clean perspective. I think the clean Kenobi Vader is the best looking, is actually the best looking Vader. Most iconic one though is, most iconic one is Return of the Jedi. Like I was saying, but this is up there as like, and then I would say this one, I know I'm like saying, oh, I'm giving different definitions of best here, but I think this one objectively with everything that you get is probably the best overall package of everything. But I would say that the clean Kenobi, and it really bummed me out when this thing came out or was announced, when everyone's like, man, the Kenobi Vader, like this one puts Kenobi Vader to shame and that sucks. And I actually have two. I have the battle damage Kenobi, and I actually got a second one, I got a DX27, so I could have another body. And I sold the battle damage head sculpt for that because I wanted the clean and battle damage looks. Because also, it's not like you can take this battle damage one and just put it in for the Kenobi series, which was also a super awesome lightsaber fight between Obi-Wan and Vader in the Kenobi series. So like, I like that film accurate representation. But it bummed me out when people were like, oh, the Kenobi Vader is worthless. I don't think so at all. I think that figure is from a clean Vader perspective, and the battle damage is great too, but that clean Kenobi Vader is in my opinion, if you take this one out of the equation, I think that's the best clean one without any damage. Kenobi Vader. There you have it. That's all I got on that after my long-winded opinion. Big Dark Monster says, I hope my Vader with the exclusive mask converts on Sideshow. It could. MB says, most iconic Vader, Kenner. Kenner 1978 with the vinyl cape and lightsaber in the arm. There you go. Gio says, the more I see this figure, the more I want it. This is tough, dude. It really is. Yeah, Yomo says, this will probably be my ultimate favorite Vader. I'm already thinking of posing ideas, what figure I'm going to put this with. This is cool, man. Hammer God, yeah, Kenobi Vader is awesome. It is, dude. 100%. This is sick, too, with the full helmet even. Oh, it looks so good. Myra says, that's why Kenobi Vader is a definitive. I think, and I'm taking out the battle damage Kenobi aspect completely out of it. I think the clean Kenobi Vader is the best. Like, the best clean Vader is that one. Oh, Walker says, I'm getting this Vader. Also looking forward to getting the Vader on the table. And that is a great segue into Yomo's question. Are you getting Revenge of the Sith version, Steve? Of course, man. I need all the movie representations of Vader, and I'm gonna get the deluxe with the table. 100%. Yes, I will. Ash says they all look the same to me. They're definitely different. But I can see why, like, if you don't really care too much about that stuff, you're not really going to pay attention to it. This thing is sick, man. This is so good, even with the helmet on. Yeah, look at even this, like, this drape cape on here. I don't know if this is going to have wires in this or not, but this is badass too, just this cape. I think that's cool. Myron says the clean Kenobi Vader look trumps a Rogue One Vader night and day. I think it is. I think the Rogue One Vader still is no slouch, but I just think the clean Kenobi Vader is like an updated version of that. What else, guys? Any other favorite Vaders? Damn, look at that. It's badass, man. These photos are really good. Doug Guido says half of the drape cape is wired. Okay. That's cool. I didn't know that. See, these pictures don't really do it for me. They don't really make a whole lot of sense. Like having him pose like this when he's damaged up. This is... Hammer God says, I would love to get this with a sculpted cape, which is what I would rock, is a real estate killer, and I have too many figures already. Yeah, that's another thing. Like, I think the sculpted cape looks awesome. I don't know where I'm going to put this. That's what I got to figure out. That base is really cool too. I love how they're doing that, like the adjustable base. Yeah, this is really cool, man. Austin says, this might be the move. This is getting a mono shelf all to itself. Will this cape fit in a mono? You know, that's what I want to know. I don't know if it will. Johnny Chronicles, why does Vader always have the same expression? Oh, that's all the photos. Tell him Steve Dave, Obi-Wan Vader is the GOAT. Yeah, dude, I think clean Vader and DX28, it's really hard to beat that as a package. Like if you want to like the clean and the battle damage in one thing, it's really cool. And it's not that difficult to get another Vader body. 100% worth it. Doug Guido says, do you think they'll ever do the white Vader? Not that I want that. I think it's probably going to happen at some point in time. I do. That makes me also like, they did that Jedi Revan tease with like the white armor, or like the white clothing. I hope we get that. That's really the one that I want. Let's move on, people. Vader, amazing. Cannot wait to get this figure. I think it's going to be awesome, and I'm super excited for it. Can't wait to unbox it and kind of just see. This is one like I am, you know, it's always awesome getting a figure and unboxing and stuff, but this is one where it's like I can't wait for this unboxing experience. This is going to be really cool to see in person. 100%. Hold on, I gotta look at something. I want to look at something. Crazy. Crazy. Also, oh, I also checked on Sideshow because I was curious. Double box shipping, and I don't know if this is going to change, but this is why this like the double box shipping on Sideshow has gotten out of hand. Let me tell you guys. I want to give you accurate information here. Also, the really nice thing about this figure, the window for this was July to December of this year. So that's pretty cool. We got this early on in the window. This is one I don't think I'm going to end up getting double boxed. I'm probably just going to let it go in the shipper, and I hope it survives. So shipping, my shipping, it's italicized. So I'm going to guess that could change potentially. It says $21.33. If I want to update the boxing preferences and go double box for FedEx, $42. The shipping price doubles if they put this in a double box. And then it says UPS $50. $50. And even that's italicized still. So this shipping price might actually go up. But that's insane, dude. That is insane. It's become like, I don't want to use the word scam, but it's become kind of a scam. Sorry, I have a bug in my basement that keeps flying around that I could never get. But yeah, wasted boxes, use bubble wrap. It's just it's crazy, man. Yeah, no, way too low. Hammer got it. It'll be at least 40 bucks. Yeah. X-Men says, yeah, I stopped paying for double boxing, unnecessary and overpriced. I've just had a couple bad experiences with Sideshow where the whole entire, thankfully the figure was like close to being damaged. Like it cracked the plastic because it's California to Wisconsin. So it's, yeah, it's crazy, man. So then I double boxed, but it used to be like $3. You get it from like, it was like 21 bucks to ship. It'd be like 24. I'm like, okay, great. That's great. Crazy, man. Johnny says, double boxing should be automatic for artisan figures. That'd be nice. Yeah, Myron, it's crazy. Another empty box shouldn't cost us $40. That's highway robbery. Yeah. So I wonder if their price is 40, and then I wonder if like, yeah, shipping's probably going to be 30 or 40 bucks just in general. And then that double box price is going to go up again. And that the tariff impact fee on this is, because this is a really expensive figure, is going to be really high too. So it's just, it sucks. Lame. MB Dice says, I was looking back at the first figure I ever bought from Sideshow today. There's no tax and free shipping back in 2017. Those were the days. We got T1 Mike, AK King Churro on the house, super fan of the channel. What's up, dude? He says, what's up? Thanks for being here, man. I agree, X-Men. Like, double boxing should be automatic, period, as much as we pay for these things. That's why I really like getting stuff from Underground, man. You don't even have it. It's not even it's not even after, or it's not even a thought. You just get it. Double box. And I've had those boxes come beat up, but then the inner box is completely fine. You know, so it's just, and the boxes he uses are like perfect size, you know. You don't really even need a bunch of extra packing in there either. Just like, yeah, it's just, Sideshow also puts a ton of packing in it, which I appreciate, but you don't even need that much. Myron says, don't forget, if you double box, it counts as extra weight, which transfers into a higher duties and taxes for the collector. Yeah, it does for, if you're in like Canada, but in the US, really, it's just a weight thing. It doesn't really affect anything else. Big Dark One says, does Ray have this figure? He is sold out. He had it, but it must have sold out once people found out it was releasing soon. Ren says, InArt quadruple boxes their figures and it's free. For real, they put their stuff in like multiple boxes to protect the inner box, which I think is smart. I appreciate that. Yeah, Keith, fact, Sideshow's the only company that doesn't provide double box by default. It's crazy. Yeah, Myron, I'm sorry, bro. For Canadian collectors, yeah, it's got to pay all that extra. I shouldn't be complaining with how that goes. Collection session, yeah, the box for this Vader is massive. It really is. I was kind of surprised. Yeah, Keith, they do. Sideshow charges a premium on shipping, and also it doesn't really matter where you're located. They just charge whatever they want, which I think it should be calculated. It's there, and then like they do that so they can make. It seems to me, at least, like I just feel like it's kind of lame for a company to like upcharge you on by sneaking in a few bucks on shipping or double box when we know it doesn't cost them that. Like that's kind of frustrating. It'd be different if it was like something that didn't really, it was just like a luxury thing, but this is like protecting the figure going all the way across the country. So I think I'm like, a few bucks was fine. I was okay doing that, but like now it's getting, you know, $8-10+ to do that. It's just too much. But anyways, let's shift gears, guys. Appreciate the conversation, all the comments. You guys are killing it in the chat tonight. And 63 people in here. Really appreciate you all being here. Please hit that like button if you haven't. I would really, really appreciate it. Let's switch over to this InArt announcement. Oh, finally we get a announcement for Wonder Woman from InArt. That is from BvS. But nevertheless, long time coming. And this goes live for pre-order on 8/27, which is when they're also going to release the main photos of everything that it comes with and all that stuff. I'll do another quick poll for this one here. And I know it might be too early to answer, but are you getting InArt Wonder Woman? What's up, Warren Carmona? New name. Appreciate you being here. Hope you're enjoying the show. I paid $5.30 from Pop Collectibles, but I see today they increased the price to $6.50. But I got Vader last week. I didn't pre-order, so buy directly. It seems Sideshow will start shipping in December. That's another thing. I wonder how long it's going to take for them to get this thing. Mike says shipping for me from Sideshow has usually been about $20 for all the figs I have, and I'm on the East Coast. Yeah, and now it's way, like, I just got that Artisan Wanda, $36. Granted, I got a double box, but $36. Crazy. X-Man, just answer it anyways. Too early to answer that poll. I don't know if I'm going to get this Wonder Woman or not until I see more. That's a very fair answer. 100%. I know there's some people that I guess this is more of like, are you for sure going to get it day one? Ren says, I think we'll see some leaks before 8/27. I agree. I bet it'll probably happen. Myron says, let's predict the price for this Wonder Woman. Yeah. That's a good idea. I'm going to think about the price. Austin says, day one for Wonder Woman, bring the bat flex. Yeah, I can't wait to see what they do with BvS Batman. I'm really excited for that. Wonder Man says, Ash, all right. X-Men says, Wonder Woman's hair is too dark, and I'm wondering if that's just a color grading in the photo. Yeah, maybe. This does seem like a darker color grade on the photo. Yeah. This is really annoying, Keith, that Sideshow doesn't offer like a pile of loot option like Big Bad Toy Store where like you can combine everything. That is really annoying that you pay the same price no matter what. Yeah, Ash, this is really nice how Pop Culture, they wrap it in bubble wrap in the tape. That is nice. Myron says 580, maybe 560. If you're talking about USD, Johnny Chronicles, your poll was missing a third option. Fuck yeah. Oh, that's funny. No, hold on, Jeffrey. What's up, Jeffrey? Thank you for being here, man. I got a feeling the likeness is better with more pics. I think so too. This is one angle. Nice. Yomo wife wants Wonder Woman, so I think I'm in the clear to bring this figure home. That's always nice. That's always a nice thing, for sure. Over 400 probably. So this is the thing. I think like, does anybody remember the price on? Hold on. Does anybody remember the price on InArt Batman? Because let me say this, from 1/6 kit, Superman from 1/6 kit, the new DCU Superman, is $380. What was the MSRP on premium brooded Batman, the Batman? Remember, I think I couldn't remember if it was 400 or 500. I think it was 5. There you go, Austin. It's 500 for rooted on kit for Batman. Okay, thank you. I was trying to look up my invoice, but yeah. So I wonder what. I'm going to say we're probably going to be around that. And I think it's going to come down to accessories and stuff. That's another thing. We don't know what accessories we're really getting or what other stuff, but if this is like and this is AG. I forget what Batman was or what the labeling was. AG is typically silver. The silver line is not like they're really, but also Legolas is AG. Didn't come with a lot, and he was like 537 or whatever he was. Or I forget what he was. 570, some ridiculous price. Yeah, Lee almost has the hair long in silicone. Assistant to the regional Sith. What's up, man? Thanks so much for being here. Yeah, over 400 on spec. I think spec was at 5 for Batman. But thank you for being here, assistant to the regional Sith. Appreciate you tuning into the show. Yeah, 500 says Keith on kit. Came with 2 head sculpts. Yeah, it came with 2 head sculpts. This is 1 head sculpt. I would be really... X-Men says I like the styling of this hair. Me too. I think it looks good. Says I'm locking in 450 to 500. 500 is... I mean, we're getting Superman with 2 head sculpts for 380. 5 seems like, I get it's a silicone body, but is a silicone body really that expensive to have an like $100 more upcharge? I just don't see it. I'm gonna say probably it's Warner Brothers too. See, I think my heart wants it to be 450 or under, but I'm gonna say 480. That's gonna be my guess. I'll say 480 on kit. That's what I'll say. There you go. Hammer God says 550 because all the body silicone and lots of R&D went into this fig. That is gonna price people out. That's a lot. Mike says 500. I'm probably not going to put that much out for 1/6 in general. It's a shame too, because this is a Wonder Woman I'd actually like to display. And they also showed a thing at like their private event, like in a backstage thing, or not backstage, but in like a panel thing that they had, that this had swappable armor between BvS and like the regular Wonder Woman, like from the movie. And I think BvS is great, but like Wonder Woman wasn't really in that all that much. And I'm sure InArt is just taking what they can get with licenses. I think that's part of the thing with this too. It's just like, well, we have BvS and we could do Wonder Woman, but I feel like I like also like the colors of like her normal, like the movie edition, the Wonder Woman OG movie, like kind of how the Artisan is. So I don't know, man. Like if I got swappable armor, but typically Warner Brothers doesn't allow people to do swappable things to have more than one movie represented in a figure. So I don't know, man. It's tough. I don't know how well this is gonna sell. Yeah, he says, yeah, I get that. I get like he doesn't have silicone. Yeah, he doesn't. Yeah, so that's another thing. Like Batman was 500, but you got 2 head sculpts, you got rooted hair, you got the full bat suit. Like I feel like the Batman's outfit is harder to create than this. Like this is a silicone body, and then you're putting a small amount of clothing on it. You know what I mean? So like to go above Batman's price of 500, and Batman was a couple years ago, so maybe it is going to be higher. I don't know. Yeah, SJC. I'm gonna say 480 on 1/6 kit. Friends, I would love below 450. I don't think it's gonna happen. X-Men says the corn sweat Superman is not a known quantity just yet. People shell out for this version of Wonder Woman. Yeah, I think another thing is like, I don't think too many people are going to care whether it's BvS versus her other armor because it looks pretty close. Off the wall 510 with kit. Yeah. This is another thing. Yeah, Austin says this has the potential to be the close to their best-selling figure if priced correctly. They got to get this price right. I do think that that's important for this figure. Because I know a lot of people have been wanting a rooted Wonder Woman and a lot of people couldn't get the artisan one. But I'm telling you, like there's been a rumor for a while, Hot Toys is going to do an artisan BvS Wonder Woman. And I can see it like, what if this week we get the same exact thing? Like announcement on like 8/26. Hot Toys announces BvS Wonder Woman artisan edition. Like people are going to probably like jump ship and just get that. You know what I mean? So it's hard, man. Keith, I do not like the ankles on the Hot Toys one. That is fair. That is fair. Yep, collection says saying the same thing. Did not have long rooted hair, so I'm guessing around 500. What's up, Colin? Thank you for being here, man. Hey, howdy, hey. Howdy to you, sir. Appreciate you tuning into the show. X-Men, there are 4 different SKUs though, right? Are you talking about for Batman? Johnny says, can't wait for jazzing Linda Carter Wonder Woman. That's going to be cool. Assistant to the regional Sith. I wonder if people will dump the Warner Brothers 100 Wonder Woman for this version. I actually have mine up for sale. The one thing is like, I've kind of been waiting for this version to come out because I want the rolling eyes. I really do. Like the Wonder Woman one for Hot Toys is really good, but it doesn't have the rolling eyes. And I feel like this figure is great for like being able to have a different expression. And I think also Warner Brothers 100 Wonder Woman is great, but I think that was kind of like their soft rollout of what to make sure that their artisan was going to work. So I do think they're going to do another one. Warner Brothers loves re-releasing stuff. And God's keeping his Warner Brothers 100. It's a great figure. Really is. Looks great. Yeah, let's talk about the figure. Been talking about a bunch of stuff. Ren says there's something off on her jawline, I think. Yeah, her jawline looks too protruded out. It should be a little bit more narrow, I think. X-Men says, no, for Wonder Woman, Arthur, I saw 4 different images of this together. Oh, no. I think you're looking at... Maybe you're looking at a comparison photo of, like, different ones. I don't know. I'm not sure what you're talking about. But I think... like there's definitely something like I think her cheeks are coming out a little bit too much. This is me being pretty nitpicky. I think the cheeks are out a little bit too much. The hair looks great. I think this hair looks really good. I see the likeness, but I think it needs to be tweaked a little bit. I think it could be better. Something off about her face. And I think it's mostly, excuse me, I think it's mostly in her cheeks being too puffed out. And also this silicone body is cool, but they need to work on the proportions of this a little bit better. You can't really see much of her definition of her neck. And this is where it's really tough for seamless. Like you can't really see her clavicle all that well. And again, this is going off one photo. So like the muscle definition, I feel like could be like, that could maybe look a little bit better too. But I want to see more photos. I think that's the bottom line. Like this is judging off. I need to see more before judging this thing in full. her outfit, like this looks pretty good, but this is like this is easy to get right. Another thing is, I will say, this brown strap looks like it's leather. This strap is garbage on the Hot Toys one. It does not sit down well. It's very flimsy pleather. It's wrinkled already, like pretty much out of the, like you can see the little wrinkles. It is not good, this brown strap. And I brought this up in my chat too. I don't know why why this brown strap switched from her right side onto her left side in movies. Ben had a really good comparison shot of Gal Gadot in this pose, and the differences were steep. Yeah, there's definitely some differences. Ash says it's a man, Steve. I don't think it's that bad. Yeah, X-Men says I even took the harness out of the box for Warner Bros. 100. I saw Justin's dream, was like, no, that thing is sketchy, dude. Collection says in the bonus in the chest area needs to be bigger too. I actually think the suit protrudes out too much. I really don't think it looks like that. I think that it's a little bit, it's sticking out a little bit too much. What's up, Empire? What's up, Big Rib? Super fan of the channel. Thanks for being here, man. Appreciate you tuning into the show. I agree with Steve. Boob looks good. Big Rib says she looks like a Karen. God dang, man, you guys are roasting this picture. I mean, this is obviously Wonder Woman. I think that's fair to say, but when you're asking like this high of a price, I need to see some more pictures. And I think when more pictures come out, I think it's going to probably look better than just seeing this one picture. We'll see. We'll see, but that's it. That's all I got to say about this one. That's all I got to say about this one. You almost says I'm holding more judgment until we see pictures. That's yeah. What do we got? 38 votes. Are you getting this? It's pretty much 50-50, 53 to 47%. Yes and no. So Giant says Godot is such a hottie. James Gunn needs to cast her to play Wonder Woman again in this DC universe. It's not going to happen. It's just, I think that ship has sailed. I think I saw actually James Gunn put a stop to another Wonder Woman movie happening. In the Gal Gadot shot, the armor goes up higher under her arm, and the chesticle armor is more squashed and protruding. Yeah, I think the one of her, it looked like the armor almost like it wasn't as pushed out. It seemed like it seemed like it also sit more like flush to her chest, and it just wasn't as large. So, I mean, that's all stuff that they can kind of tweak. Martin says 3 more days and we'll find out. Let's go to, I'm kind of surprised Hot Toys dropped this little update thing. Of course, when I am, dang man, update news. Hot Toys is excited to announce an update to the 1/6 scale Rona Zorro figure from Netflix One Piece. I never got into One Piece, never saw it. Both interchangeable head sculpts have been refined to enhance the likeness, capturing Zorro's intense focus and signature expressions with greater authenticity. This update ensures fans can enjoy a more accurate representation of the Straw Hat Crew's master swordsman. Anybody getting this? Anybody? I've nothing, no stake in this. This is just, man. Does anyone actually care about sword mouth boy? It's funny, X-Men, because I can hear you and your voice say, I can hear like you personally saying this. Oh, that's funny. That is funny, man. You guys are cracking me up tonight. I think you're talking about Sisters of Regional said. I think you're talking about Wonder Woman. Fur coat, that would be cool. Mobile fettuccine, if I had any less interest, I'd be numb. Collective obsession. One Piece figures hard pass. Myron says, I don't like the live action look for the One Piece figures, just like I don't like the live action look for The Last of Us. That's fair. Ash says this must be next. I think so. I think this is probably next. Mike is passing. He doesn't know anything about it. This is just, why not just do a seamless body on, like, why not do a seamless arm? You know? Well, that's it. We got nothing else, guys. That's it. One piece of shit. Oh, what's up, my father Django? What's up, dude? He says hello. Hello to you, man. Good to see you in here, dude. I hope things are going well for you guys. If you haven't checked out his stuff on Instagram, he's got some dope stuff. Go check him out. Oh, you guys crack me up tonight, man. He says, I wouldn't be able to pick out this figure in the lineup if my life depended on it. Yeah, I never got into One Piece. One Piece, I'm more like a 3 or 4 piece chicken, man, myself. Oh, man. Yomo says, Zoro looks great and I enjoyed the show. I have too many other figures I'm trying to get, so it's a pass for now. There we go. There we go. Oh, man, 65 of y'all in here. Appreciate it. Really do appreciate it. That's pretty much going to be a wrap for the show tonight. What do we got going on? Nothing. I do not want to go to work tomorrow. I definitely do not want to go to work tomorrow. But so it goes. So it goes. Amen. Not wanting to go to work. Facts, bro. What else? That's it, guys. Clash of Sesame Miles. Where's Johnny Storm announcement? I don't know. But dang, it was almost a 2-hour show. Awesome. 64 of y'all still in here hanging out. Really appreciate you guys tuning in to the show. What do I got? What else do I got coming up? Nothing really. I'll probably see you guys I'll see you guys probably next Sunday, which would be nice because Monday is going to be a day off because of Labor Day. So I'll be back. Hopefully we get some cool stuff this week. Also, it's Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. We'll get the Wonder Woman pictures, so we'll be able to talk about that more in depth next week, which will be awesome. Yeah, great show. I hope you guys had a good time tonight. A lot of new, I feel like we had a few different new people in the chat. Appreciate you guys tuning in. Hope you enjoyed your stay. Where's Shazam? Hope that you have a good night, all. YouTube always. Brad's is a great stream tonight. Electra and Gambit, Yomo. I know, dude. Where at? Where the hell? Later, everyone. See you later, Brandon. Awesome show. Appreciate it, Ash. Yes, Myron. Labor Day long weekend next weekend. That'd be awesome. Mike says, thanks for the stream, Sneaker. You bet, dude. Collection Obsession, whose channel will you be streaming on during the marathon? To be determined. I'm not sure yet. I need to look actually at my schedule as we get a little bit closer. There's a potential it might be Joey, Collector Joey, but Saturdays are kind of tough for me at certain times, so I don't know yet. But hopefully Friday or Saturday I'll find a way. So, and I'll keep you guys posted once I find out. I should know soon. So, you're welcome, Neil. Thanks. Have a good night. Happy collecting, you too. Have a good night. Oh, shit, Wolverine isn't released yet. No, he is not. Have a good night, Yomo. Appreciate you being here, brother. Thank you for tuning in. Release the Wolverine. Night all. Good night. Appreciate you guys. Hit that like button on your way out. Appreciate you all. And thanks for being here. Appreciate you guys were live tonight in the chat. It's always a fun, awesome show that goes by fast when you guys give your input. And I enjoyed talking to you all. So with that being said, everybody, we'll see y'all later. And good night. And Austin says, need that armored Batman. Soon, man. Soon. It's gonna happen. And Andreas, what's up, Andreas? Super fan of the channel. Appreciate it, dude. Night all. Good night and peace, big dog pound. See y'all later.
The time has come. Execute Order 66.